I have a heart for the downtrodden. We demoralize them. The more you listen to the radio, you read the paper, whatever, you hear so much negativism, criticism. We are all created in the image of God. It doesn't matter what nationality you speak. It doesn't matter what you are, what language you speak. All that matters is we're all from the same parents, Adam and Eve. We're all of the same family. We don't ask for documentation. We don't ask for a license. We don't ask. Because I'm not going to humiliate somebody, making them get some kind of number or qualify for a box of food. They're hungry, feed them. Jesus didn't say get qualifications. He said feed the poor. People come all the way from Apache Junction down to here. Wow. We get people from Tucson. We get people from Maricopa and Phoenix. So pretty much in all directions. We serve in our area approximately 6,000 people per month, 1,500 people a week. We put out approximately 15 million pounds of food a year. That is what we go through. That's about 1.5 million pounds a month. Because we have Project M.A.S.H, which is our huge, like I said, we go through 150,000 pounds in one day. And people actually start lining up. This is how important it is to the community. And this is why we can't stop. They start lining up Friday afternoon at 4 in the afternoon, and they sleep in sleeping bags all night long in the parking lot to be first in line at 7 in the morning to give it away on Saturday. And so they're getting a bargain of a century, and that's everything. That's all your dairy product, that's the meat, that's, you know, milk and eggs, and you name it. It's all potato chips from Frito-Lay, you name it. It's all in there, and they get all that for free.
What M.A.S.H did is it brought back hope and faith in people, in God. 'Cause sometimes we think we're alone and all these things don't matter anymore. They do. M.A.S.H represents Christ because it's Jesus Christ's love and giving and sharing one another, and teaching them that through a little work you can go a long way, and just a little bit of work and working as a team, many people can be fed, many people can be helped, because there's a lot of us out there.
We depend on, like I say, on our Social Security, and then now this is a big help for us, very, very big help. And I sure do appreciate it, and I thank the Lord for what you folks are doing.
We sometimes forget that God loves us, and so we forget about God, but He never forgets about us. And this is why this Project M.A.S.H is the hand of God going out to touch everybody.
We have a women's home as well for women and children. We take in women and abused children, and when they go through the program, they're not only going to receive in the program the care and the love and the concern and everything, but while they're in the program and they go through the steps and the process of the program, they'll get to the point where they're actually making a job, working a job to get integrated into society. When they get the job, we charge them rent. So they have to pay, for example, $150 a month in rent to stay at the place. Well, what they think is rent, when they get out of the program, we're taking $150 and we're putting it in a savings account for them. So when they get out of the program, we give them a car and we give them a savings account So now, and we help them with their first apartment, to get into an apartment or a house or whatever we're going to do for them. We gave one girl just not too long ago, we gave her a house. We had a home that was donated to us. We turned around and gave it to the single mom.
A little over a year ago, I got arrested and I went to jail. And some church members stepped in to make sure the kids were okay. Through the grace of God, you know, I have made the changes in my life and my kids' life. Have been extremely, the blessings from God has just been overwhelming. It's kind of humbling, really humbling to say that, you know, I couldn't have done it on my own. The conversation with the director before I came into the home, she reassured me. She said, Kalina, all your needs are taken care of, down to the toothbrush, to the food, to getting you here and there, to your doctor's appointments, to your court appointments. Yeah, I feel very good about myself. It's taken a long time for that. From a relationship that I come from being abused, to where your esteem was put down. But that doesn't matter now, because that was the past, and that wasn't. I'm happy, I'm really happy. I'm crying because I'm so happy, but.
When you see a drug addict, somebody that has lost their children to CPS, somebody that has lost everything they have, the man is gone, everybody's gone, there's nobody in their life to take care of them, they've blown it, they know they blew it, but now they finally come to a point in their 30s, their early 40s, where they finally realize, I've blown it, and I receive the responsibility. And they're at that point, when they have that revelation of understanding, if you will, they become so broken, and they need help. At that point, if you just let them go and nobody's there, that's where you see the suicides. Because there's such a hopelessness and despair that comes. Their life is half gone, their children are a mess, they're depending on the government to feed them the next day. Well, finally they're to a point where they want to get out of this thing. They can't do it by themselves, they can't. And that's why we're there. We're there to take them by the hand, to provide for them, whatever we have to do to raise them up out of that pit that they're in. And we're seeing this over and over and over and over, countless times. That's what makes all the hours, that's what makes all the work worth it.